So coming to lay on your back, your feet are on the ground. Whatever you like with your hands, your arms, they could be on the body, that might be really grounding. You could have palms up, arms alongside the body. And just decide what feels best for you. You could have the knees separated, pointing up towards the sky, or you could widen the feet even more and have the knees knock in. That's up to you as well. And just start by kind of like nestling your body into the earth beneath you. So like kind of like shimmying, like you're making a little nest in the sand for yourself, for your body to settle into. So little wiggles and waggles. And then take a big deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh. See if your shoulders could get a little softer here as you do that. Let's do that again. Big deep breath in through the nose. And release. Allow the hips to get a little heavier here. And one more time, just like that, big, deep breath in. Allow your belly to get so full. And then open your mouth and sigh. The backs of the hands and the soles of the feet get softer and heavier into the earth. And just start to tune into your breath coming in and out through your nose. Finding a breath that's smoother, longer, and deeper than how you breathe off of your mat. Allowing the breath to be nourishing to your body. Like fuel for the practice, readying the cells, the tissues of your body for practice. If you've brought your knees together, just separate your knees. Bring your feet hips width distance. And just start by crossing your right ankle over your left thigh, coming into this figure 4 shape. You're welcome to stay right here, or reach through that window in the thighs, interlace hands behind the left thigh, draw the legs in towards the chest. Try to be active in both feet, so flexing through both feet, feel the stretch in the outer right hip, and keep softening shoulders and back of head into the mat. Breathe here. Option to roll out the left ankle, pointing and flexing the foot, going in both directions. And then option to extend your left foot to the sky, getting a little stretch in the backs of the legs. A lot of times when we sit for long periods of time, it's the backs of the legs that actually need to be stretched because they're shortened from the sitting position. So we need to give them an opportunity to lengthen and stretch. You could roll out the ankle here as well. And then go ahead and release, unwind, bring both feet to the ground. And cross left ankle over right thigh. You could stay right here or reach down, interlace hands behind right leg. Be active in both feet, flexing them. And breathe. Softening upper back and back of head into mat. Option to extend the right foot up to the sky, getting the back of the leg stretched. And then option to roll out the ankle, going in both directions, pointing and flexing the foot. Go ahead and release, unwind. Bring both feet to the mat and then separate the feet nice and wide as the mat. Start to windshield wiper the shins from side to side. You can go as fast or as slow as you like here. But either way, breathe deeply in and out through your nose. You might feel a little stretch in the top of the thigh, the hip flexor, maybe even in the outer hip. And then allow the knees to fall over to one side, roll over to that side, and press yourself up to hands and knees. So we're going to come to hands and knees. Face the front of your mat, coming to tabletop. If you have a blanket, you could put it underneath the knees, but not required. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Point your toes back and start to flow through your cat-cow. So inhaling to lift hips, chest, and gaze for cow. And then exhaling to lift the belly, lift the upper back, drop the head for cat. Inhale, belly drops as heart and gaze lift. And then exhale, reverse. Lengthen the tailbone, round up the spine, drop the head. Keep moving, keep flowing with your breath. Initiating the movement from the hips, ending with the gaze. Really dip down all the way to your edge, peeling your heart up, and then lift and press to your edge, your outer edge on the top. And then on your next inhale, come to tabletop, find a neutral spine. We're just gonna wag the tail, stretching into the outer edges of the hips. And then tuck your toes here. You're gonna go in big circles with the hips. So all the way back and forward, a big circle in one direction. We'll go in one direction 3 times. And then pause, go the opposite direction. Big, deep, nourishing breaths here. When you finished your 3rd round, just coming to center. Keep the toes tucked, sink the hips back towards the heel. So it's kind of like an active child's pose. The hands are out in front of you, but the elbows are lifted. Peel the shoulder blades back into the body and stretch into the toes, even into the pinky toes. Allow the head to drop. Breathe here. And then peel yourself forward to hands and knees. Keep the toes tucked. Bring the shoulders forward of the wrist creases. Plunge the chest and chin forward. Come to Ashtanga Pranam, 8-point prayer pose. Hips nice and high. And then come forward to your belly. Point your toes back. Find baby cobra, lifting in the heart. And then exhale to press through hands and knees. Hips high to the sky. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet here. Wag your tail. Shake your head, yes and no, whatever feels good here. To wake up, to warm up the backs of the legs, the back body. Look forward towards the top of your mat and take as many steps as you can to get there. So walking the feet forward. When you get towards the top, fold in half for ragdoll. So deep bend in the knees, distance in the feet. Take opposite elbows and kind of rock your body, sway your body. Whatever feels good here. Shake out your head, yes and no. You could flubber the lips. You could sigh. And then release your elbows and slowly roll up to stand, stacking vertebra on vertebra. Once you're vertical, rolling your shoulders up, back, and down. Keep your feet nice and wide. We're gonna take some stretches here at the top of the mat. So feet nice and wide. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Interlace your hands. Exhale your palms to the sky. I know you can't see my palms, but they're pressing up. And then go ahead and lean over to your left. Feel stretch all along your right side body. Put a juicy bend in the knees. Press the hips over. And then lower the shoulders away from your ears. Pull your tummy in. Breathe. You'll inhale to come up to center. Exhale, lean the opposite way. Again, getting a little juicy in the knees, shoulders away from ears, pull the belly in, stretching into the side body, breathe. Inhale up to center. Exhale, release the hands and dive forward, reach towards your toes. Take a really lazy ragdoll, so keep the hands long, the hands heavy, just shake the head, yes and no. Really shake out the head. And then slowly roll up to stand, stacking vertebra on vertebra. Once you're vertical, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Come to your mountain, so bring your feet closer together. Toes face forward. Lift up through the crown of the head, shoulders away from ears, and belly in. Breathe here. On your next inhale, sweep your arms high to the sky. And on your exhale, dive forward, reach towards your toes. Weight forward. Inhale, lift your heart up halfway. And on your exhale, send your left foot back in space. Come into this runner's lunge with the right foot forward. You'll pour weight into your left hand. Inhale, sweep your right arm high to the sky. Breathe here. Lower the lifted hand down. You'll step back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Wag your tail, shake your head yes and no, whatever feels good. Maybe that's stillness for you. On your next inhale, ripple forward to a high plank like the top end of a push-up. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, hips are high, Ashtapranam. Inhale forward to your belly, toes go back, lift the chest, find baby cobra. And then exhale your hips high, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Next inhale, reach your left leg high to the sky. Exhale your foot forward, it lands in between your hands for a lunge. Pour weight into the right hand. Inhale, sweep your left arm high to the sky. Breathe here. Lower your lifted hand down, step forward to fold in half. Round into your feet, inhale, rise, arms high. Exhale, hands by your sides, mountain, breathe here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive, reach towards your toes. Inhale the halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back in space. So your right foot goes back, your left foot is forward. And we're gonna drop the back knee down. Climb the hands up to the thigh, so our left foot is forward on this round. And press into the thigh to lengthen the arms and lift the heart. Stay right here or reach your arms up alongside your ears. Breathe. Melting the back thigh forward and down. Pulling your belly in, lifting your heart. Another big inhale here. Exhale your hands down, step back, downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, ripple forward to a high plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale forward to your belly, toes back, baby cobra. Exhale to down dog, hips high. Inhale the right leg high to the sky. Exhale the foot forward, it lands in between the hands for a lunge. Gently drop your back knee down. Climb your hands to your front thigh. Lengthen the arms, lift the heart, shoulders away from your ears. This back thigh is going forward. You could stay right here or lift the arms up alongside the ears. Breathe. Exhale the hands down. Step forward to fold in half. Inhale, rise, arms high to the sky. Exhale, hands by your sides. Breathe here. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back. Drop the knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. So low crescent lunge, right leg is forward. Keep breathing here. And then exhale the hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Stay right here or vinyasa. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. Exhale, lower, your choice. You could knees chest in or chaturanga. Inhale, heart forward, toes back, baby cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale the foot forward, lower back knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. So low crescent lunge, left foot is forward. Breathe here, another big inhale. Exhale, hands down, step forward, fold in half. Inhale, rise, arms high to the sky. Exhale, hands by your sides, mountain. Breathe here. We're gonna do that sun salutation, or it's a moon salutation once more, one movement, one breath. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Your right foot is going back, knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale back, downward facing dog. Stay right here or flow. Inhale, come forward to high plank. Exhale, flow, your choice. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, foot forward, back knee down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold, step forward. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, release, pause here and breathe. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, dive. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale your left foot back in space, so come to a lunge. I want you to spin your back heel down, it's parallel. Rise up, warrior two. So arms out to a T, chest faces the long edge of your mat, our right foot is forward. Deep bend in this front knee, lots of space between front and back foot. Level your hips so they're straight from left to right. Gaze down your front middle finger and breathe here. Shoulders away from ears. Pull your belly in to get more opening in the hips. Reach the knee, the front knee, towards the pinky toe side of your front foot. Send a little more weight into the outer edge of your back foot. And then feel the hips being drawn by gravity towards the earth. You'll flip your front palm, inhale to lean back and radiate your warrior. And then on your exhale, bring your right forearm to your right thigh, left arm alongside left ear for side angle. Hold here. Inhale, rise, warrior two. Exhale your hands to the earth. You could vinyasa or go straight to down dog. Inhale your left foot forward, or I'm sorry, inhale the left foot high to the sky, exhale the foot forward, rise up warrior two. So warrior two, left foot forward. Again, lots of space between front and back foot, deep bend in the front knee. Hips are level, so they're straight from left to right, arms out to a T. Shoulders away from ears. Open the front knee towards the pinky toe side of the front foot. More weight into the outer edge of the back foot. Hips are being drawn by gravity to the earth. Flip your front palm, inhale, lean back to radiate. Exhale, side angle, so left forearm to left thigh, right arm alongside right ear. Breathe here. Inhale, rise, warrior two. Exhale, down. You could vinyasa or go straight to down dog. Go ahead and come down to a child's pose, knees together or wide. Just rest your forehead towards the mat and breathe into your back body. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice, you could do so now. Now that you've moved a little, you've felt the energy flowing, the breath flowing. Listen to the intuition of your body, of your breath. And breathe into any intention that's calling out to you. And then as you're ready, we'll meet in a tabletop, coming to hands and knees. From tabletop, I want you to pour weight into your right leg, and you're gonna keep the left knee bent and just lift the left knee out to the side. So it's kind of hard to see. I'll turn to face you so you can see a little better. It's like that. So you're lifting it up like as if you're a dog about to pee on a fire hydrant. Okay? And we're actually gonna do that pulsing. So stay steady in the hands, steady in the right knee. You could pad up with a blanket, of course. And just inhale to lift the left leg up, exhale, lower. Let's do that, breathe. And really feel this pulling back in towards the center when you exhale, and an expansion when you inhale and lift, okay? Keep going. And you don't have to move any faster or slower than the breath. Just move with the breath. And the deeper you breathe, the less movements you'll do, right? The slower it goes. Just 3 more. We'll meet in a table. Wag your tails, kind of sink back to a child's pose, but I like to wag my tail back and forth here to shimmy it out. And then we'll do that on the other side. So get sturdy in your base of your hands, your knees, pour weight into your left knee. You're just gonna lift your right knee out to the side, fire hydrant pose, and then bring it down. Now let's connect it with breath. Inhale to lift the knee, exhale to lower. When you inhale and lift, feel this expansiveness, this growing of the body. And when you exhale to draw it back in, feel like a pulling in. You can even press more deeply into the hands as you do that. That Ujjayi breath is so helpful here. Let's do 3 more. Come to a table, press back to a child's pose. You're welcome to find stillness or to rock the hips side to side. Might feel good to tent up the fingers here, some release for the wrists. And then we'll meet in downward facing dog. Just draw awareness to your outer hips. Feel the energy, the strength there, the vitality. On your next inhale, lift your left leg high to the sky. Exhale your foot forward for a lunge. And then step forward, fold in half. Inhale, rise, arms high to the sky. Exhale, hands by your sides. Breathe here at the top of your mat in mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, dive. Inhale to halfway lift. You're gonna exhale your right foot back in space. So we're in a lunge, left foot is forward. Move that left foot all the way to the left edge of your, all the way to your left thumb. Spin the back heel down 45 degrees. Rise up, warrior one. So your chest faces forward. Your back toes angle towards the upper right-hand corner of your mat. Bending deeply into that front knee, then pull your belly in more. Hold here. And breathe here. Bring your palms to press in front of your heart. You're gonna spin open to warrior two. So front foot comes to the middle of the mat, back foot spins in. Arms out to a T as chest faces the long edge of your mat. Flip your front palm, inhale to lean back and radiate. Exhale, forward side angle. So left forearm to left thigh. Right arm alongside right ear. Breathe here. Inhale, rise, warrior two. Exhale, hands to the earth. You could vinyasa, we'll knee in down dog. Inhale the right foot high to the sky. Exhale the foot forward, it lands near the right thumb. Back heel spins down 45 degrees. Rise up, warrior one. So chest faces forward, arms frame ears. Deep bend in the front knee, pull the belly in. Breathe. Breathe all the way into the back of this left thigh, the top of the left thigh. Bring the palms to press in front of the heart. You'll open up to warrior two. Adjust your foot pattern. Arms out to a T. Level the hips. Breathe. Flip your front palm. Inhale to lean back and radiate. Exhale, forward side angle. So right forearm to thigh. Left arm alongside ear. Breathe. Inhale, rise, warrior two. Exhale, down. Optional vinyasa, we'll knee in down dog. Go ahead and come down to a child's pose here. Maybe get a drink of water if you'd like. And then let's meet in hands and knees, come to a tabletop. So we're gonna do something similar to the hydrant, but this time, when the knee's gonna lift and the opposite arm's gonna lift, and we're gonna kind of like crunch. I don't know how well you can see me, the light changes in here a lot, right? Okay, so instead of just lifting the knee, you're kind of like lifting it up towards the elbow also, okay? So let's do that together. Start by pouring weight into the right leg. Lift the right arm up alongside the ear, the palm is up. Then lift the left knee out to the side. So opposite leg, opposite arm. Now, turn the right palm down, bend the elbow so you're finding like this cactus arm, and pull the left elbow up towards your left knee up towards your left shoulder, okay? So, inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Let's do it 3 more times with our own breath. And then come to a tabletop. Go ahead and sink back to a child's pose. Any kind of shimmying, shifting that feels good here. And then come back to a tabletop. We'll do that on the other side. So lift the left arm up alongside the ear and just turn the palm down to start. Bend the elbow, find that cactus arm. Then lift the right knee out to the side, right? The motion is to extend the arms in front of you to press the foot back on an inhale, and then exhale to bend elbow, bend knee, finding cactus and hydrant shape. Inhale to extend, exhale to bend, inhale, extend, exhale, bend. Keep going. Let's do it 3 more times. We'll land on a tabletop. Go ahead and press back to child's pose and breathe here. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take your time to get there. From downward facing dog, inhale the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, left foot forward, it lands in between the hands, and then step forward to fold in half. Inhale, rise, arms high. Exhale, hands by your sides. Let's breathe here in mountain. Go ahead and separate the feet as wide as the hips, hands on hips. And you're gonna step your left foot back in space, 2.5 feet. It's a short warrior 1 stance. Chest and hips are forward. Take hold of opposite elbows behind you. On an inhale, roll your shoulders up and back. Exhale, press your hips back, fold forward. Find pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. So draw the right hip back, reach the left hip forward more, and then level your shoulders from left to right. So they're straight from left to right. Breathe here. On your next inhale, rise up to stand. Exhale, hands to hips. Keep the feet where they are. Put a little bend in the front knee. You're going to step this back foot forward and up. So you're coming to stand on one leg, it's your right leg. And then you're going to open the left knee to the side. Bring the sole of the foot to the standing leg for tree pose, Vrikshasana. I'm going to turn to face you. Find a spot on the floor to focus your gaze. Pull the belly in. So we're strengthening the hip of the standing leg and opening the hip of the bent knee. You could stay right here or grow your tree, extend your arms alongside your ears. That's super optional. Wherever you are, breathe with intention. Breathe as if the breath is nourishing your body through the practice. Stay here, breathe here. We're going to do a tricky transition. So bring your left foot forward, keep the foot lifted, the knee is bent. And you're going to step the left foot back, land on the ball of the foot in this high lunge. Sweep the arms up alongside the ears, crescent lunge. The right foot is forward, right? And then we're going to take a twist. So bring right hand to right thigh, This left elbow bends and comes to the outside of the right thigh. You can always lower the knee for support. Press the palms, spin the right elbow up, lift the heart towards the thumbs. Find this revolve side ankle pose. Breathe here. The more you reach the right hip back, the more stretch you'll feel there. And then you could squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. That'll increase the stretch as well and build more strength. Exhale the hands to the earth. Gently lower the back knee. We're gonna come to pigeon pose. I'm gonna turn another light on, but you come to pigeon. So move that front foot behind the left wrist. Lower the shin and the knee down. Scoot the back leg back really far. I don't know if that helped at all. If pigeon isn't appropriate for you, coming to figure four on your back. Otherwise, coming forward as far as you'd like. Start to bring your hands under your shoulders, lift your heart. We're gonna meet in a down dog split. So reaching the right leg high to the sky, and then option to stack the hips, bend the knee, circle out here, whatever would feel good. And then come to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high to the sky. Exhale the foot forward, it lands in between the hands for a lunge. Now from here, go ahead and straighten your front leg so both legs are straight, finding this like elongated version of a pyramid pose. If the floor feels far, you could keep a little bend in the back knee and maybe even a tiny bend in the front knee. But the idea is to straighten both legs, reach the heart forward, and fold the face towards the shin. Really squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. And then put a micro bend in the front knee. Skip the back foot in a lot, right? So we have a really short stance. We're gonna come to a standing split. So hands are out in front of you, shoulder width distance. A little juicy in the front knee. Lift the back toes all the way up to the sky. Turn the left hip point downward. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Breathe here. Option to bring right hand to right ankle. Option to bring left hand to right ankle. Bring the hands to the mat. Bring the left foot right next to the right foot. And then slowly roll up to stand, stacking vertebra on vertebra. Once you're vertical, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Breathe here in mountain pose. Okay. You're feeling a lot in your right hip, your right glute now. So let's do the same on the left. Separate your feet as wide as your hips. Step your right foot back in space. It's a short warrior one. Hips and chest are forward. Take hold of opposite elbows behind you. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, press the hips back and fold forward, finding pyramid pose. So keep drawing the left hip back in space, spinning the right hip forward. And then level the shoulders so they're straight from left to right. Both legs are straight without locking up the knees, and breathe. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands to hips. Get a little juicy in this left knee. You're going to bring the back foot forward and up. So we're standing on one leg, it's the left leg. Open the right knee to the side and find tree pose, pressing the sole of the foot on the standing leg. I'm going to turn to face you. Pull the belly in. Option to extend the arms alongside the ears. That's super optional. Breathe. Feel how the standing hip is getting strengthened. You're using it, the hip and the glute. And feel the opening in the inner thigh, the bent knee, and the outer hip. Stay here. We'll transition out, bring the lifted foot forward. Keep standing on that left leg. You're going to send the right foot all the way back. Land on the ball of the foot, bend into the front knee deeply. Sweep the arms up, find this high crescent lunge. Breathe here. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. We're going to find this twist. You're welcome to lower the back knee for support. Bring the left hand to the left thigh. Twist left. Hook this front elbow on the outside of front thigh. Palms come to press. Spin the heart towards the thumbs. The more you reach the left hip back, the more stretch you'll feel there. The more you squeeze your inner thighs towards each other, the more strength and stretch you'll get. Go ahead and unwind, hands to the earth. We'll find pigeon. So lower the back knee. Scoot the front foot behind the right wrist. Lower the shin and knee down. Extend the back leg long behind you. If this doesn't feel good on your left knee, come to your back, find figure four, just like we did at the beginning. Otherwise, fold forward here. Start to bring hands under your shoulders, lift your heart. Now make your way back to a down dog split, lifting the left leg high to the sky. Option to stack the hip and the knee, make circles here, which you could come to a down dog whenever you'd like. And then with the foot lifted, just turn the toes down, turn the hip in. So we're all gonna meet with the left leg lifted, and then bring the foot forward in between the hands for a lunge. Left foot is forward, straighten both legs. So both legs are straight, finding this long pyramid. Folding towards the knee. Squeezing the inner thighs towards each other. Lift the heart up halfway. Get a little bendy in the front knee just so you can skip the back foot in a lot. So left toe still point forward. Bring the hands further out in front of you. Bend into that front knee. Lift the back foot high to the sky. Toes point down. Turn the right hip point down and in more. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Reach face towards knee or shin. Option to bring left hand to left ankle. Option to bring right hand to right ankle. In a standing split. Bring hands to the earth. Bring right foot down next to left. Slowly roll up to stand, stacking vertebra on vertebra. When you're vertical, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Let's breathe in mountain. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale back. You could vinyasa or go straight to down dog. Inhale the right leg high to the sky. Exhale the foot forward. It lands in between the hands. Rise up, warrior two. So chest faces the long edge of the mat, arms out to a T. Just check in with the hips. Notice how they feel. You're going to straighten your front leg. Reach left hip back. Right fingers forward and down for triangle. The left arm comes up to the sky. Breathe. Inhale, rise, arms out to a T. Exhale, bend into your front knee, warrior two. Let's breathe here. Flip your front palm, inhale to lean back and radiate. And on your exhale, come all the way forward. Optional vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog. Let's take a few rounds of breath here in down dog in between sides, just like relishing in the openness of the backs of your legs, or any kind of openness, right? They still might be tight, but maybe they feel a little more open. You could pedal the feet, stretching into the ankles, the calves. Approach this down dog as if it's the first one of your practice. Really feeling into your body and into your breath. On your next inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale the foot forward in between the hands. Inhale to rise, warrior two. Left foot is forward. Let's breathe here. Really giving yourself this opportunity to sink into your hips, to feel them in this shape. Straighten your front leg. Right hip goes back, left fingers forward and down for triangle. Lift the right arm up to the sky. Inhale to rise. Exhale, bend into your front knee, warrior two. Settle in here, breathe. Flip your front palm, inhale to lean back and radiate. And on your exhale, come all the way forward. Optional vinyasa, final vinyasa. Final down dog. Let's approach it as if it's the first. Just breathe into it, feel into it. Notice where you feel strong. Notice where you feel stable. Notice where you feel open. When you're ready, you'll lower onto your hands and knees. And then we'll meet on our backs. So come to lay on your back, plant your feet. Knees point up. We're setting up for bridge pose. Bring your arms alongside your body, palms down. Feet are hips width distance, toes point straight ahead. Press into the feet and inhale, lift the hips up. Keep breathing. Move your upper arms underneath your upper back. Interlace your hands, reach your knuckles for your heels. And breathe. This is a back bend for the upper back, but we're also stretching into the tops of the thighs, the hip flexors. So also a little bit of a hip opener. Go ahead and make space for yourself to lower down. You can stay in stillness or windshield wiper your shins from side to side. Plant your feet. When you're ready, inhale to lift, come to bridge. Move upper arms underneath upper back. Interlace hands, reach knuckles for heels. And really press into your feet to lift your hips and breathe. Make space for your body to lower and go ahead and lower down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Make these massage motions across the low back. With the knees hugging in, arms come out to the sides, both knees fall to your left for this supine twist. So just softening upper back into the mat, softening the backs of your hands into the earth. Even here, I feel a stretch in my hip. I have really tight hips, so kind of like where the bone meets the flesh on my top right hip, I feel a stretch there in this shape. Allow the breath to be so full here, nourishing your body. You'll bring your knees up through center and release them to the opposite side. So same shape, just other side. Maybe the stretch on the left hip is more or less intense. Just notice without judgment. And continue to have some deep, full breaths in and out, nourishing your body. Your knees are already facing to the right, so just roll all the way over to your right side. And you'll press yourself up to sit, coming to find a comfortable cross-legged seat facing the front of your mat. From this seat, we're going to take an easy twist. So go ahead and twist to your right, bringing your right hand to the floor behind you. Left arm comes across the body and get tall. You might feel pretty open across the heart to lift. Gaze wherever's comfortable for your neck. You can even take some movement into the neck if that would feel good. And then unwind, twist the opposite way. Getting tall in the spine, opening across the heart, lifting up through the crown of the head. And if you took some movements with the neck on the other side, you're welcome to do it again. Or even if you didn't, if you want to take movements, go for it. If you don't, don't. And then you'll unwind, face forward. So I want you to change the cross of your leg. So whatever leg is in front or on top, you're just going to switch that. And from here, we're just going to, from the cross-legged seat, fold the body forward. Just walk the hands forward and fold. Your forehead might touch the earth, it might not, that's okay. And just notice which hip you've experienced the stretch in more. And then this is a little tricky, but I want you to walk your hands over to the opposite side of the hip you feel the stretch in. So what does that mean? I feel the stretch more in my left hip, so I'm going to walk my hands to the right to increase the stretch, okay? If that doesn't make sense, just climb your hands to one way. It's all good. Go ahead and come back through center and climb yourself up. So we're going to switch the cross again. And then climb yourself forward. So again, notice which hip you feel the stretch in the most. Should be the opposite one. So walk your hands to the other side. Come through center. Walk your hands back. Let's do a little more. Plant your feet. And just windshield wiper your shins from side to side. And then we'll take a figure four sitting up. So plant your feet. Your hands are behind you, supporting you. You're going to cross left ankle over right thigh. And you get to control the intensity. So the closer you walk your hands to your body and you bring your chest to this shin in front of you, the more intense the stretch will be. You could also walk the right foot. You could walk the right foot closer to your butt, and that'll increase the stretch too, right? So the tighter you are, the closer everything is, the more you're going to feel the stretch. The further away everything is, the less you'll feel the stretch. But you got to meet yourself where you're at and breathe. Okay, so from here, we're going to come to double pigeon. So keep the left foot right where it is, And I want you to bring the front foot to the ground, and you're gonna stack the legs. I don't know if that instruction made sense, but I'm demonstrating. So now my knee is over my ankle's over my knees, my shins are parallel and stacked. You could stay right here. If you have a blanket, you could pad up in between left top knee and bottom foot if there's a lot of space there. Option to fold forward if you want to increase the stretch, but you might feel a lot right here. So option to fold forward. Keep both feet active. Keep them flexed for me, please. If you're folding and you're like, I'm not really feeling much, you want to go a little further, I'll offer a twist. For the twist, you want to bring the left elbow to the sole of the foot that's on top, press the palms, and twist. And then unwind. Let's just take this twist to the other side. So keep the palms pressed, twist towards the top knee, hook the elbow on the outside of the knee. Ooh. Yeah, that's the stuff. I'm really feeling it now. Okay, go ahead and unwind. Just gonna extend both legs out in front of you, kind of like massage the knees, kind of bounce the legs up and down. Move this blanket to the other side if you're gonna want it. And then plant the feet. You're gonna cross right ankle over left thigh, finding that figure four. Active in the, what opposite? So it's right ankle over left thigh. The foot on top, flex it. Yeah, finding figure four the opposite way. And again, the more you compress and compact yourself, the more you'll feel the stretch. So just meet yourself where you're at. There shouldn't be any pain. You just want to feel a stretch, right? From here, we'll find fire log legs. So keep the right shin right where it is. Bring left shin underneath. So now shins are stacked. They're both parallel. Both feet are flexed actively. There's probably space between right knee and bottom ankle, so you can pad up with a blanket there if you want. Option to stay right here. Option to fold forward. You can stay right where you are. Option for a twist, we're gonna twist to the left first, so towards the top foot, hooking the elbow towards the sole of the foot and twisting chest towards thumbs. And then if you're twisting, keep the palms pressing, come up through center, and twist the opposite way, hooking on the outside of the top thigh. But this might not be appropriate for you on this side. Our hips are very different from left to right. Inhale up to center. Exhale, release the hands. Go ahead and unwind. Plant the feet. One more time. Let's just windshield wiper the shins from side to side. And then extend the legs long. Kind of massage the knees. Shinny the legs. Peel some flesh off your sits bones so you can root into the bony parts of your butt. And we're just going to do one more forward fold. So go ahead and fold forward over your long legs, finding Paschimottanasana. And then go ahead and roll back up to sit and make your way back to Shavasana, your final resting pose. So if you have a blanket, you're welcome to use it for your Shavasana. I'm going to stay sitting up, but you're going to lay down. Get cozy, get comfortable. Let go of any kind of labored breathing, just returning your breath to a soft, natural rhythm. And then once you lay down, I want you to take a big, deep breath in through your nose and open your mouth to sigh. Let's do that again. Take a big, deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh. And once more, just like that, big, deep breath in. Just going to talk to you a little bit while you settle in, and then we'll have some silence. So there's a full moon tonight. I hope you it's a really clear day. It's going to be a clear night, so I hope you have a chance to go outside and check her out. And it's a full moon in Libra. Libra is all about balance. Libra in the zodiac sign is all about balance, and also about truth, about justice, and like truth that's like so deep and intrinsic that you could consider it wisdom also, like the wisdom of knowledge gained through experience. So I wanted to pull a tarot card for the group tonight around the full moon in Libra. And the question I have for this tarot deck is, what is the wisdom that this full moon in Libra has for us tonight? And the deck I'm pulling from is the Shamanic Medicine Oracle deck. At the end, I'll show you the card. But for now, I'm going to shuffle, pull a card for the group, and then I'll read about the card from the book. And again, the question is, what is the wisdom that this full moon in Libra has for us tonight? What wisdom does this full moon have for us? The card I pulled says birds, and underneath it, the word freedom. And it has all these beautiful birds of prey on it. I'm excited to show it to you at the end. So birds and freedom. It says, your soul is longing to soar like a bird high in the sky. I can really relate to that in these times. It sings as a caged bird a song of freedom. You are being urged to sharpen your senses and be watchful. Spirit has been sending you messages in the form of falling feathers and ornithomancy, which is divining through the observation of birds, their flight patterns, cries, and behaviors. So fling the doors wide open and let fresh air circulate. You have been cooped up for quite long enough. It is time to spread your wings and go searching for adventure. Opportunity awaits as a new horizon beckons. See the world from a bird's eye view and break free from entrapment. Escape from the chains that prevent you from speaking your truth. That's great. I was just talking about the Libra moon being about truth. So this is saying like to speak your truth. It's time for you to be heard, to have the freedom to make your own choices and be responsible for making decisions, never minding whether they are right or wrong. Right now, it is having the freedom to make a choice that will set you well and truly free. So just breathe into that message and notice anything that's resonating for you. Stay with the stillness as you tune into your breath. Fling the doors wide open and let fresh air circulate. Opportunity awaits as a new horizon beckons. See the world from a bird's eye view and break free from entrapment. Escape from the chains that prevent you from speaking your truth. It's time for you to be heard. Take a big, deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh. Invite gentle movements into your body. And eventually bring the soles of your feet to the mat. With your eyes closed, roll over onto one side. Pause here. Keep your gaze inside. Keep your eyes closed. Just take a moment here to thank yourself for coming to your mat this evening. Take a moment to truly marvel at your body for all the incredible things it does for you every day. And then as you're ready, you'll press yourself up to sit. When you're sitting, bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. And from here, we'll join our voices in the sound and vibration of 2 ohms, one to honor the spaces that have been the containers for our practice, and one to honor each other. Let's inhale together. Gently bow forward in gratitude to yourself. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here. Happy full moon. This is the card. It's got like a spiral, kind of like rainbowy pastel colors. And these beautiful birds. And I know it doesn't mean literally like, you can be uncooped, because unfortunately we're still cooped. But maybe there's like a sense of freedom that we can invite in.
It's a nice idea.
It is.
Sometimes the universe is cruel,